I started recording again.
Okay. All right. So CD // CGWAIB 101. But get rid of the space because there's no space between the two slashes and the cell gateway. Yeah. Okay. And hit enter. And then hit LS. Okay. CD logs.
LS.
CD cell gateway. You can also hit the tab. Hit tab.
Hold on. Let me go backspace all this. Tab.
CD space and then just the tab button.
Oh, CD space. What the heck? Oh. Whoa.
What did you do there?
I have no idea.
You're in the wrong logs folder, I think. Hit LS again. Oh, Lord.
Control kill.
Yeah, Control C this crap. Okay.
Okay.
CD ...
Okay.
LS CD capital L logs. I think we had like the lowercase logs folder and then LS
Okay.
again.
And then CD tab.
CD space tab.
Oh. And enter.
Yep. I don't know what the heck happened with that other one. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, LS one more time.
So
Okay,
LS
that's
is just every folder that I can get into, it displays it.
this is a directory listing. It just
Okay.
lists what's in it so you can see what's there. What's there? What are my choices?
Okay. And then this is log fixed. 0301.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is just the last 3 days, and then this is I'm not sure, but
that's a current one.
okay.
That's today.
CD space. If I just say tab, and can I say tab again? And
You cannot change a directory into a file. That's a file. It's not a
oh, so
directory.
okay.
CD only works for directories, and
Okay.
directories will always have a slash at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait,
So
no, that's not right.
if I wanted to go into this one, I can just copy it and put it in. Correct. Yeah, actually.
To go, that's not a directory either. You can tail the logs, like tail -f and then the file name, or you can grep search for specific things inside that file.
Can you explain tail the logs one more time?
So type in tail space -f
Nah, you don't need to get out.
-f and then tab. There you go, and hit enter. Boom. There's rolling.
Okay.
You
This is
Control
everything.
C.
Yeah. That's everything happening right now, right? And it's just going to continue to go. This was what you were saying. It writes the last 10 logs, and then it will start writing everything that's happening on inbound in general, right? For 101.
It's just going to dump whatever's coming out of the log is going to display it. So,
okay.
You can also cat. That will just display the entire file space and then tab. Yep. And hit enter. That's the entire file. Probably will take a while. You can control C if you don't want to see the whole thing.
So
Yeah,
before, I just want to make sure, before when I got and I opened this up into Note++, that's the same. This is the same thing, right?
it's the same thing. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, very cool.
The only thing that's powerful about doing it this way is you have the ability to grep. Windows does not have that.
Okay.
Well, the only way Windows has that is in the Cygwin like virtual Linux environment. So it's like a virtual Linux shell.
So let's say I wanted to grep every time it said routing key. That's where I go. Sorry, I can start by myself in my own time going through. Oops, that's what I wrote. So now that I found that file, right,
Yeah.
that is where this whole thing comes into play. Like different things you can grep in the file, or even grep for beginners. I think this was a good one for me. This is where I
Yeah.
start to put this stuff in.
Well, you need something else too. So let's go back to Cygwin.
Okay.
So cell gateways are good logs to look for. That's the one we just looked at. Was a
Okay.
specific cell gateway for AIV 101. But you want to let's try CD and then // SRE01.
Okay.
And then yeah, and then CDL $.
That's it.
That's yep. And then LS CD CPS CD engine. Okay, LS again. And then CD today's date, which is the 0403, 2026 0403.
2026 dash 4. And I know, again, so we're just getting into here. Very cool. So specifically this one. And now I'm in here.
Yeah.
If I say LS, it should pull up every single one of these.
Yeah, it should just display all the files.
Okay. But
Try it.
no, LS.
Yeah. So like 90% of the grepping you will be doing in this folder, directory, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
So
And
most of
then
the greps you find that are in KBs and stuff will you can execute them from this folder. There's a much faster way to get there. I'll send that to you real quick. They'll just CD directly to that folder. You can try that command. That skips some of that stuff, but I kind of wanted to have you do all that. Just gives you a little bit of an idea of how to navigate
yeah,
Linux a little bit.
it actually it has made a lot more sense now what this entire thing is. Before I was just doing tricks, pretty much copy and pasting, and I had no idea what I was doing. This is the first time I've understood that it's literally just going into different folders and figuring out what's in there. And then if I want to open up one of these folders, I would say, uh, don't tell me. I would just say, oh, it might be too far up. The last command that you had me do before getting here. Maybe it's too much. I forget. It started with an S to open the folder up to show everything in there.
LS?
No. Like I'll have to rewind this recording and go see. But one, I could open up everything inside of the folder, or two, I could open up something else, but it's okay. I will rewind the recording and go see what you said. So like, let's say now I want to grep something in this folder right here.
I don't even know what that is.
Or just, I think RP is a bot log. Yeah, it's a bot log. RP is like a traffic center. It's all the what every single bot was doing inside of the structure at this time frame at 2:03:39 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not super sure what to even look for in those, so I wouldn't be able to give you. Well, you could just grep error, like grep for the word error or something, but
Yeah.
that's probably the only thing you could do.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
So
Why not?
I have that copied.
Okay.
So grep
Yep. Space -I.
and the -I is I see it every time I like see a copy and paste. There's always a -I. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It makes it so it's not case sensitive, so doesn't matter.
Okay.
Otherwise, your greps will be case sensitive, so only things that match exact cap locks and lowercase has to match exactly, or it won't give you any results. So I always use the -I just because I don't want it. I don't want to miss stuff. So, and then -- color. You don't. It's optional. You don't have to, but I always like to do it because it highlights the, where actually found a result. It'll highlight it in red. And then space, single quote, error, single quote. Yep. And then end single quote. And then paste your file name there. You could put any of them. They'll probably all return some kind of error. Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Hit enter. Okay, there's no results.
Maybe
Try that with Alarm Manager. I bet you get a lot of. Of course, Alarm Manager is pretty much all alarmed, so like everything in there's.
Where are you seeing Alarm Manager?
It's going to be the very top.
Okay. Oh, alphabetical
A's.
order. Cool.
Of course, I don't know if your screen's even big enough to hold the entire file list. It might not be. I mean, it's going to be way up there.
Oh, too far. There we go. Alarm Manager. This guy right here?
Yep.
So that's copied.
Yep. And if you hit the up arrow, it should.
And then I just take this out.
Yep. Yep. Try that.
Hey.
Boom.
Cart and lift manager. Okay. Height exceeds available value. Very cool.
Yeah.
Alarm. Sorry, this alarm manager, it's not the alarms for the entire site. It's just for the cart and lift. Or
no, that's not true. You're going to get alarms from everything that the system, like any major alarms will appear in Alarm Manager. So,
okay.
but it may not all say error. You might just cat alarm manager.txt and it'll probably have like a bunch of exceptions. So you can also search for exception or fault
Try that.
or that's the thing that sucks about software logs is it's like you gotta think like whoever wrote the crap.
Can I search for more than one, but it doesn't have to both be like, let's say one line says error, but I also want to look for anything that says fault. Can I do both of them at the same time without having them on the same line? Do you get what I'm saying? Like to where it
Yeah,
doesn't say fault and
there,
error?
that's probably something to start reading through your grep cookbook or
Okay.
that documentation. It's a little beyond what we're trying to do here. That
That's
this
okay.
is we're just doing the basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are tricks like that, but it also I I want to say sometimes depending on the command, it might matter what order they come in. So I've got one that I know works as a dot star. So you type
No-
in
Okay,
the
let me see.
one text block and then dot star the next text block, but they have to be in order or it won't give you any results. Um, but there are a million ways to grep. So yeah, I mean, I'll leave that to you as far as you know going through the grep cookbook and
Yes. Yeah.
all that.
Before I do, a main reason I haven't tried a lot of stuff is, um, can you, while you're on video with me, tell me where I can mess up and just stay away from it for now? Because a lot of these, I get worried about. I don't know if I'm going to put something in and then shut the entire system down somehow. Is there anything in any of these that you'd be like, hey, just stay away from that? Like right, for me, it's the same as like working with electricity. I don't know if I'm gonna go grab a wire and it's gonna electrocute me. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since I have no idea
Uh,
how any of this stuff works, I don't know if there's anything I should just like stay away from.
I,
And
I I haven't read through the document you're looking at, so I wouldn't know.
okay. Oh, tail is sorry.
But a lot of it's because I didn't get the full training process. Like
Okay.
my training
Yeah.
wasn't good. Okay, I mean there was good stuff, but it's not. There's a lot of missing stuff I don't know. So I don't really know what all those greps are or what that document is. I've never seen it, so
I I will
don't
figure
know.
it out for the both of us. Whether
Okay.
I have to, I beg answers out of people like Jesse and all them. I'm going to actually stop the recording right now because everything that you just told me is literally the perfect stuff. I'm going to go back and start.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good
Stop
starting point,
recording.
of like at least how to get to the logs